altitudes are here. I told you I'm supposed to go in here, and it goes in with my video. I didn't plan it. I can't plan it. God put them there. Anyway, that's not even what I want to talk about. There's a couple of things going on here that I want to talk about. Right. First of all, I'm a citizen of Washington, D.C. now. I got my Washington, D.C. ID. Right? Because here's a misconception. And you want to get in an argument with it about what is the Bill Clinton argument, what is the definition of is, or whatever it was, the argument when he was getting his thorns sucked. His crown of thorns. His crown of horn. Anyway, you're actually not a citizen of the United States of America. You're actually not. You're a citizen of whatever state you live. I'm actually so my ID was Nevada, right? I was a citizen of Nevada within the United States of America. That's why it's called the United States of America. That's why it's federal and it's state. Like if you live in Maine, that's why there's an electoral college. You're actually not a citizen of the United States of America. You're a citizen of the state of Maine within the United States of America. That's why there's a Congress. That's why the government's set up like that, but they don't treat it like that anymore because everything's federal now. Now I actually, since I have this Washington, D.C. address, I'm a citizen of the United States of America. Only people that are in Washington, D.C. are citizens of the United States of America. Before, I was a citizen of Nevada, but my address is now Washington, D.C., so I'm a citizen of the United States of America now. That's it. I'm not a citizen of any other place. I don't have to, unless they want to give me dual citizenship. Part 2 of my video, because my video apparently there's a system update. Because raise your hand, we'll just carry on from where I got cut off. Raise your hand because you're actually not a citizen of that state anymore. That's why they cancel out your ID. Why wouldn't they just leave it? Like if you're having a Nevada ID or a Nevada ID and you move to Iowa and you get an Iowa ID and they go, well, they get a hold of Nevada and they cancel your ID. Why? Because you're no longer a citizen of Nevada, because you're actually a citizen of Nevada. You're not a citizen of the United States of America. But they fooled you into thinking that I'm a citizen of the United States of America. No, that's why the government's all fucked up and it doesn't work like it's supposed to, because that's how they've tricked you into perceiving it that way. That's not really the important part of that video. The important part is I am now a citizen of the United States of America. Solely. Of all the states, I'm a federal citizen now. I'm like a super citizen, is what that is. I should probably cover up my ID thing, but I don't really care. But there's other things going on with this ID that I want to talk about, right? Taylor Swift. Look at this ID, right? This ID, the address is 1313 New York. 1313 New York, that's 26. Northwest. Number BSMT, which stands for basement. I'm Bejeweled. Taylor Swift stole Bejeweled. I told you. You can see it right there. There's the address. 1326 in the basement. That's what I'm talking about. People have been putting me in the basement. I'm the one who's bejeweled. Not Taylor Swift. Everybody thinks Taylor Swift's bejeweled. Taylor Swift. I told you Midnight was about me. I'm the one who's, look, it's right there, basement. Why would I be in the basement? Why is my address in New York in the basement? Because I'm actually the one bejeweled. Not Taylor Swift. I'm the one who needs to be in the penthouse. That's what I'm talking about. It's right there. Right? I didn't even know that was going to be the address when I made. See, I don't plan this stuff out. I was like, go to DC. I'm like, why do I need to go to DC? So I thought it was for a bunch of other stuff. You want a nurse story? So I'm walking down the street, what was it? 2 days ago, right? I'm walking down, I'm over here at one of my places where I hang out at. So I know where to go, right? I'm hanging out over there, right? And there's these peanut butter crackers in this can of Vienna sausage just sitting there, right? I'm like, nobody's around. That must be for me. So I picked it up. Right, I wanted the peanut butter cracker. Oh, side note, I wanted the peanut butter crackers. I wanted the Vienna sausage. So I picked it up. For some reason, I look at it and I said, Vienna, I don't even know why. Like, this is how it works. I look at it and it says Vienna, and I'm like, Vienna, like, I start contemplating Vienna. I'm like, that must be important. I don't know why. So then I'm walking around. I walk up, right, and I'm walking up. I don't even know the street. It don't matter. Over by the White House on the other side. Right. On the other side of the White, there's two sides of the White House. There's this side and there's this side. I was on the Treasury side, where the Treasury building is. Walking up that way. I look down and this is on the ground. And someone says, pick this up, right? And I pick it up and I'm like, what is this? And it's the United States Holocaust Museum, right? So I open up the Holocaust Museum. I'm like, why is this there? And it's this story about Pepe and Fred and what happens to them. And I'm like, apparently God wants me to go to the Holocaust Museum. Is that what he's telling me? Sometimes it takes a minute to decipher stuff. I mean, the intervals are getting closer and closer. I'm like, apparently God wants to go. You're going to go. Don't start going and then not go. And then you see the walk sign. You know I got the walk sign. You decide. That's right. That's something another side note. That's something about DC you got to learn. Like, I don't understand these people. Like, the light comes on and they shut it off like they're going to go. They know everybody's going to start walking and they roll up right on you and then just stop. Right? I mean, if you're going to roll up like that, I'm stopping. Just go. But they roll up on you real fast and then they stop and like fucking almost hit you. Like they do it at every fucking stoplight. There's not even traffic and they just do it. Like they're going to run you over. It's just like, all right, go if you're going to go, man. But don't go. It's like a mix between Las Vegas and California. Right? And in California, right, you walk up, because like I time the streets. My life is like Frogger. You know that game Frogger where you're trying, I time it. I know when the log's coming to jump on the log. I can see the cars coming. I'm Frogger. That's how I cross the street, man. And there's nothing that ruins me crossing the street than somebody that I have time stopping to let me go by. It's like, just keep going the speed you're going. Now everything's fucked up. Now I have to run. And that's how Frogger gets killed. Pretty much, the cars speed up. So, like, in LA or in California, here's what it is. Like, because I don't want to run across the street. I'm like Neo in the Matrix, man. I can see everything coming. I just need you to go. I know exactly when to go. I'm like Neo in the Matrix. When Neo is running from the agents and Morpheus is on the phone going, all right, duck down, Neo. All right, duck behind this. You know what I'm saying? That's what my life is. It's like being God. It's like Neo. Right? God's like, okay, now you're coming up on this. Right? Anyway, so, but in LA or California, what they do is when the light goes on or whatever, they won't go until you cross the street. It's annoying. And then you feel like you need to run across the street. Like, I mean, they're obsessively, like, stop for pedestrians, even when they shouldn't be stopping, even when they could clearly, you could be here and the car is, like, right there and it could turn, and by the time you're walking, like, your name walk fast, they could turn. They won't. And they'll sit there, and it makes you feel like you got to speed up. It's like, I don't want to speed up, man. You're fucking up the game. You're fucking up Frogger. Now, Las Vegas is completely different. They know. They just keep going. It's like a smooth flow. You know what I mean? Because Vegas is real small, and there's a fucking ton of traffic. It wasn't built for all the traffic it has. People know how to drive. Well, not the ones from California. They stop. So, like Vegas, you'll be walking, they'll go. They'll be like, hey, this dude isn't going to make it there. Right? Washington, D.C. is a cross between California and Vegas. They go, and then they stop right on top of you. Messing up the game of Frogger, man. I'm just letting you know. Anyway, back to the Holocaust Museum, right? I had to explain Frogger to everybody, guys. Sorry. He's like, sent me a message. Get on with your story. I will tell the story how I tell the story. My stories are not your stories. My stories aren't your stories, but whatever. So anyway, I'm like, well, maybe I'm supposed to go to this Holocaust Museum, right? I mean, maybe. And then, like, this guy, I kept watching these videos, my new words, Moshiac, because I'm Moshiac. Right? And that's a whole other thing. I'm like, well, I'm not going to go too far with it. Then those two people get killed at the Jewish Museum. And you'll be like, "It's not the Holocaust Museum." I mean, and those Jewish people right there at the beginning of my video, I was gonna make it. Anyway, Frogger,